Miss Nicole Schmitz here. Welcome back to my channel where I talk anything and everything to do with holistic wellness and personal development. Through my background in psychology and by sharing some of my personal experiences, hopefully I'll be able to share with you some useful tips and tricks to help you become the best version of you. 2020 has been an adventure, to say the least. We all walked into the new decade excited and hopeful for what the future might bring. None of us could have predicted all the things that have happened. For those of us in Australia, we were plagued by bushfires for the entire summer. The sky was a rich amber, and thick black smoke was the new norm. Fast forward to autumn, the bushfires were gone, but a new plague had arrived, COVID-19. Fast forward even more to now, December 11, 2020. And I think it's safe to say we all feel like we've been through. With everything we've been going through, no wonder we've been finding it tough to dig deep and find that resilience to keep us going until we emerge on the other side. So much has been lost and so much is at stake. Job losses, mortgages, our health, and our freedom. And the scariest part is we don't know when exactly we're going to come out the other side. It's the uncertainty and the fear of the unknown. So today I thought I'd go through some tips on how we can all muster up the resilience to keep us going through these uncertain yet enduring times by highlighting the things that you can and can't control. Things you can't control. Let it go. Surrender to the moment. You aren't going to know when this is going to end, or how many people are going to end up getting affected, or when a vaccine will actually come out. So don't spend any more time worrying about it. It'll happen when it happens. And in the meantime, you should be making the most of the situation and finding a way to make the new norm work for you. There's no use obsessively worrying and stressing about something that you have no say over. It's possibly the worst use of your time, as it only negatively affects you and your mental health. Don't fall victim to sensationalism. It's really important to keep updated and informed of what's going on in the world these days. Quite often, the news will dramatize and catastrophize just to get those high-ended ratings. But all it does is induce massive anxiety, panic, and hysteria. I know it's so incredibly disturbing to see how much this pandemic has affected us around the world. And to an extent, we do need to be aware of it. But we also need to put energy into parts we do have control over, such as taking care of ourselves and our family. This should be the main priority, and where your energy can be best channeled. Rather than having the news playing on the TV all day, I suggest getting your news from reputable sources, such as the World Health Organization and the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, and take frequent breaks. Things you can control. Lean in to things you can control, as this will make you feel like you have a better handle of the situation, and you'll be directing your energy to things that will actually make a difference with the hope of improving the situation. Your family and your health. Practicing social distancing. Taking care of the vulnerable members of your family, and making the best with what you've got right now. These are the things that matter, and what you can have control over right now. Find happiness in the small things. Stop and smell the roses. Any little small moment of happiness. We need to take what we can get right now. And it's not as hard as it seems. I learned over the years the true power of the mind. When I was studying and I was feeling so tired, I would tell myself, no, I'm fine. Or when I was feeling really cold, I would imagine that I was on a nice, warm, tropical summer island. Similarly, with the beauty of our brains, we can pick and choose anything in the world and declare it as a source of happiness. Whether it be a beautiful blooming flower or a crack in the ground, we can choose to make us happy. You could always take the easy route and do something that's obviously funny, such as watching or reading a comedy and having a little laugh. Social connectedness. A big part of why people are feeling less resilient during these times is the lack of social contact and connection with others. This can lead to loneliness, which can make a person feel extremely lost and significantly impact on their identity. Make sure to connect with a loved one. even if it's only on Skype or Zoom or a regular phone call. It's extremely important for your mental health and keeping up the morale. To feel important to someone and to feel like you belong. It's an integral part of being human. It's what distinguishes us from other species. Our ability to attach meaning and significance to social interactions. And work it out. Build up your endorphins. Exercise distracts you from your worried thoughts, loneliness, and catastrophizing and produces endorphins, all of which will help you build up your resilience. So to recap, in order to develop resilience during these uncertain times, you must let go of the things you can't control and lean into the things you can control. Don't fall victim to sensationalism and do find happiness in the small things. Engage in social connectedness and work it out. These should get you in the best headspace in order to dig deep and muster that resilience to make it through. Have you been struggling to stay resilient during these uncertain times? Leave me a comment. I'd love to chat and get to know your story. I really hope this video has helped you in some way. If you enjoy my content and haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button below, and I'll see you next week for a new video. Bye guys!